If a man takes a woman out to eat, do you feel him spending his money on that good time, the woman should reciprocate, not necessarily a dinner, but something in return for him? Like what?
Energy, time.
But he gave
presence.
he gave his time, energy, and presence to you.
Yeah, but he wanted me to give. He wanted my time.
But okay, so you didn't want to go on that date.
If he asked me out on a date, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna give him my time.
Okay, I'm glad you said that. So what you're saying is, a man should not ask a woman on a date. He should wait for her to ask.
That's not what I said.
The reason I say that is because you didn't want to be there. You don't want to reciprocate. You feel like
I did want to be there. I said yes.
You just said your presence is reciprocal to the money he's spending. Even though his time, his energy, he's giving you that. You giving him time and energy, but that's not equal. Is that equal?
It is.
Okay. Listen.
We're both
listen. Let me land. All right. So he brings his time and energy. Okay. You bring your time and energy. Okay. It's equal. Now he brings the money that he paid for. Now what do you bring?
Myself.
Okay. You bring yourself. He brings himself.
Okay.
It's okay. Now that's equal except for the part of the money that he spent. So what are you doing in reciprocation to the money part?
Just being there.
No, but he's just being there.
He wanted me to be there with him. So you don't want him to be there. I'm asking you a question. I mean, he don't gotta be there.
So that's all I'm saying is, you see that women do not value a man's time and energy because they feel like they bring their time and energy and you should bring some money, which means they discount your time and energy as if it's not even there. You're discounting the value of him.
I'm not, though.
If you weren't, you would say, okay, well, I'm gonna reciprocate because everything is balanced. His time and energy, your time and energy. Himself, yourself. His money, what do you bring?
If you understood balance, then you wouldn't be asking me that question. Because
how?
A woman and a man, that's yin and yang. That's the balance right there.
Okay, I hear what
you're saying.
saying.
You knew a woman, the balance that a woman brings in your life, then you would know the value that
tell me if what she's saying is making sense. Listen, he brings himself, you bring yourself. That's equal, right?
Okay.
Then he brings some money. You can't bring yourself again. We already did you. So what are you bringing to reciprocate for the money he's bringing is what I'm asking.
I said it already.
Yourself. So which means if you're saying yourself, then what you're saying is you are more valuable than him. Him coming and you coming is not the same. You bring more value coming.
If somebody wants my time.
You talking in circles, you see.
No, I'm not.
You talking in circles. Trying to tell these dudes something that what you're pretty much saying is these women don't value you like that. They believe they're more valuable than you. It's that simple. I don't feel like she's more valuable than me.
What's happening, fellas? It's JB2 all back in motion with another video. And in this video, we have a perfect example of a mental illness called narcissism, where we see that a woman that thinks she's worth more than what she actually is showing off her mental illness. She's showing a display of delusions as if she's a higher quality than what she actually is. I would compare it to someone like a Pat Bev, who was a wonderful defensive player and was a wonderful defensive player in his prime. He knew how to get on people's nerves, so I give him that credit. But I compare someone like him, saying he's the greatest of all time or something. Delusion. You see, this generation has a problem with thinking that they can be a 304 and a wife, or thinking that they can be a 304 and then become a bona fide wife. The mindset that a lot of women have, that a lot of people have in this society, is sickening. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about food poisoning sickening. I'm talking about 3-week-old food that has grown a little mold on it and you eat it type sickening. I'm talking stanky, cheesy smelling, mildew growing, mold growing, milkshake texture having milk that you drunk a week after expiration type sickening. Very sickening is the mindset of the modern woman. Speaking of sickening, someone please tell this woman that the only guys that this will work on is the guys that she doesn't like enough. Let's just hypothetically say she has 2 guys trying to talk to her. One of them, he's attractive to her and she likes him. And the other, he got some attraction to him, but she doesn't like him. That little tactic, I bring my time and attention, little nonsense, that would work on the guy that she doesn't like that much. So in her eyes, the one that she doesn't like that, let's just say she doesn't see him as a higher quality than the guy that she actually does like. And you know women are hive-minded, so she might think that he has more options. You know what I'm saying? Some women that can scare off. You did me. But a lot of women that won't scare off. So she might think that the one with the higher quality has more options than the other one, which is a turn on for any woman outside of a woman that's insecure. Those are the ones that a man would run off, you know what I'm saying, with the bevy of options that he possesses. She doesn't like that. It's too much competition for her, and she thinks she's going to lose, which shows that she lacks confidence. But anyways, man, gone are the days where a woman feels like she can do nothing and get everything. When you think about it, those days didn't even last long. You know what I'm saying? Because just a decade ago, women they still believed in cooking, cleaning, supporting their man, catering to their man. You know, in the past, I say about 5 to 7 years, they hear it through the music. They start pushing other things through social media. And now they don't do nothing. They don't want to do anything, but they want everything. 10 years ago, it wasn't like this. Women that think like this think that they're going to be wives one day, and men are going to actually put up with this nonsense. And you know the thing about it, for the women that only can offer a man sex or intimacy, they don't even perform like it. For them to be as experienced as they are, we know all of these women are experienced. It's rare you're going to come across you're never going to come across a virgin. Not here. You know what I'm saying? But it's very rare that you come across someone that doesn't really have experience. All of them are experienced. All of them are freaky when it's the right guy, but they never perform like it. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't tell them this stuff. A lot of men just be so happy to be inside the coochie. You don't never tell her it could be better. I'm not saying you got to say it like that, but a lot of them think that's why a lot of them think that that's enough for most men. You know what I'm saying? I critique women, so you better bring it. You know what I'm saying? I know you got experience. I'm going to critique you. You better bring it. Because you want me to bring it. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably not going to be able to split you more than twice if I got bad wood, bad D. I probably won't be able to hit you more than twice. So you better bring it too. You got 2 times. Oh, wait. You got to give me time to open up. You ain't give me time to open up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to open up you. You feel me? So you gonna give me some D- coochie? And think I'm finna just keep accepting it from you? I'm kind of getting off topic, but I gotta say this. I gotta say this, bro. So I can't give you no D-, but you can give me D- coochie and blame it on, oh, yeah, I'm a woman. You gotta let me open up and get freakier for you. No, do it now. You're experienced enough. If you ain't want to get that freaky for me, then you shouldn't never pop that thing for me in the first place. We don't critique them. That's one of the reasons why. I'm not saying you got to be disrespectful with it. You can have a seductive, assertive, soothing adult talk with her. You know what I'm saying? I've done it a couple times before. It's better than just ghosting her. Then she really gonna think, oh, I did a bad job. He ain't talked to me. I ain't even spoke to him. He won't return my text messages or nothing. After once or twice of hitting her, she gonna think she did a bad job, man. So I'm deciding to talk to you about it in a way that's respectful to where you can understand. Because, you know, us men, we only got 1 or 2 times at best to do a good job before they ghost us. Or they, you know what I'm saying, just fall back. They might not ghost you. They're going to fall back. You ain't hitting it again, in other words. You're not hitting it again. So why can't we be that way with them? They supposed to be these freaks, these experienced freaks and things of that nature. These women been smashing for 5, 10, 15, 20 years, man. Why don't you like it? Perform better. If that's all you're going to offer, why isn't it good? See, women just think the coochie just can be good without the performance being good. It don't work like that over here, baby. Bring it. Bring it. Give me something to want again. Don't be a plank. Nobody wants a plank. Your performance needs to be up to par. Or I'm going to need you to get in your car and go look for a little star. I don't give a damn where you go. You just got to get the hell on somewhere. But you know, a lot of men don't have options. They're scared. Oh, I ain't had no coochie in 4 years. You know what I'm saying? She can do bad all she want to. I'm just gonna, no, bro. You gotta, no. Let your cojones hang, bro. They tucked in your butt. Get them out of there. And let them hang. She only gonna give you once or twice. You know what I'm saying? You give her once or twice. You better do good. Or the door out of my life is gonna do you. Yeah, man. Be having these average performances like, man, please. She thinks she did so good. Yeah, like this chick in the video. If that's the only thing you can offer, just say that. You know what I'm saying? If a dude, and that's cool, as long as that guy just looks at you as a jump off. That's what you are. If the only thing you can offer is intimacy, then you can't be anything more than a jump off. You can't, elevate to higher levels in my life. Anytime you try to elevate, hold up, where you going? No. Come back down here. Get your ass back down here, girl. Stop playing them games. Now you know you'll jump off. Yeah, stop playing. Yeah, you go ahead. Come on back down. Get on. Yeah, that's where you belong right there. Jump off status. Thank you. But anyways, man, every year, the modern woman's mind just gains a new level of mental illness. And the mental illness is a combination of some of our favorite words: delusion, illogic, entitlement, and narcissism. All that rolled up into one pea-sized ass brain. Yeah, but women, even the bad quality women, could be like the high quality women. You know what I'm saying? AKA what they like to call pick-me's. They could be like the high quality women if they lost that venomous mindset that this society has placed upon them. But yeah, man, if they lost that mindset, that venomous mindset, then 90% of the damn issues that they have would dissipate allocriciously. You know what I'm saying? But in conclusion, man, if you allow a woman to sit around and do nothing, if there are no requirements for her to be a part of your life, because she's going to give you requirements, for sure. A woman is going to do that. Oh, yeah. Sometimes she's not even going to speak them. You know what I'm saying? Because some of them are common sense. You know what I'm saying? Us men, we know the things that should be common sense, but it's going to be some that she speaks to you as well. They're basic requirements. Basically, requirements. So why shouldn't you have any for her? If intimacy is the only thing that a woman needs to gain a high position in your life, then you have a whole lot of self-reflection to do, bro, because you're a part of the problem. You're the major problem. Because it doesn't matter how many ideologies or, lies that this society tells women. If it weren't for men like you that these tactics that they use actually work on, if it weren't for you guys that these tactics work on, all these tactics would dissipate expeditiously. They would die off quickly. You know what I'm saying? Any ideology that's pushed to women, it has to work on men first for them to continue it. Men give it its continuance. If it wasn't men out here that those things worked on, they wouldn't continue to do it. It would be for nothing. It would be in vain. It's just like a weed that eats up other plants. The bad plant eats up the good plants. If that bad plant doesn't have the nutrients that it needs, it can no longer continue. It's going to wither away. die out and just wither away. That's all the ideologies and lies, emanism, you know the F word. That's all that. If those tactics didn't work on some men, it would be eliminated, period. You ever heard of the saying, a demon needs a host? You're the host, buddy. If any of these tactics that women do nowadays work on you, you're the host. The demon got you. The demon has you in the palm of his hand. You're the puppet and the host. These tactics, this is one of them that she's using. If she can influence a man that her attention and her time and sex is enough, he's going to eat it up. Gotcha, stupid. You're the host. The demon has just placed its tactic on you, placed its fangs in your neck. You're the host. If she can do that and still get in a wifey position, then the demon has got you. You know what I'm saying? And the emanism and all that can continue because they see that it works on someone. And they're going to tell their friends and tell other women, this actually works. It worked on him. Let's continue to do it, guys. Yeah. Girl power. So anyway, man, that's enough of my BS. They're just some food for your thoughts. If you got some truth, you know what I'm saying, some knowledge, or even just a little chuckle from this video, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications. It's JB2 Raw. Make sure you keep the Most High first. Stay up, stay strong. Make sure you let these women know to get something, you got to give something in return. Peace. And to give something, you got to actually have something to give.